You are listening to CKUA. My name is Grant Stovel, and I'm very excited to chat with a couple of community members who are involved in exciting ways in dance. The Nimihtotân Dance Collective take their name from a Cree word meaning let's dance, and they are inviting you to do just that tonight at a free intro to hip hop dance class at the Art Gallery of Alberta. It's part of Dance Party, the AGA's ongoing summer-long exhibition celebrating diverse dance forms and spotlighting the assertion of selfhood through dynamic movement. And I'm thrilled to say I'm joined right now by the founders of the Nimihtotân Dance Collective, Danni Okemaw. Danni, thank you so much for being here. It's such a thrill to have you.
Tanse, I'm so happy to be here today with you.
And joined also by Tiger Bellerose. Tiger, thanks so much for making some time to join us this morning.
Yeah, Tanse, Gakia, hello everyone. I'm happy to be here.
Well, it's a treat to have you both. Such a cool thing that you're doing, and I know that you place a lot of importance on inclusivity and accessibility in decolonizing dance here in Treaty 6 territory. Tiger, why are those values in particular so central to what you're doing with this project?
Well, first and foremost, what we believe what Nimihtotân is really doing is that it's creating a safe space for the Indigenous community because me and Danny were both Indigenous hip hop dancers. And so for the Indigenous community, there's not really that representation in the hip hop dance community. And so it was really hard to get into it as being the only Indigenous person often in the dance space. And so we create that safe space where Indigenous people can come be as I like to put it, as resi as they want to be, because then that's who they are, that's who we can be, and it's so relaxing to be in that space. But then also we believe the saying that movement is healing, and so through dance we believe that this movement is part of our healing journey through our past traumas, whatever our community has experienced, and so we just believe that having that space to be who we are, to be freely expressing ourselves, but then also to have that safe space to be real with ourselves is a part of our whole healing journey. And so that's why we believe that this is part of our decolonialization of the dance community for the Indigenous people. Yeah, that's the best way I can put it.
I think it's amazing that you're doing this in the community in the way that you're doing it and through hip hop dance. And as you mentioned, that's been kind of a focal point for the both of you. And I'd love to ask you each in turn what it is about hip hop dance in particular that is so powerful and that you think, in many ways can bring about a healthier community and maybe even, on some level, a better world even. Maybe Danny, can we ask you to let us know your feelings first?
Yeah, sure. So I was born and raised in Winnipeg actually, and there is a huge hip hop scene. Even in the Indigenous community, there was a lot of break dancers, there was a lot of MCs, and I believe that the Indigenous community embraced the art form of hip hop because it also was an outlet of healing. There were a lot of Indigenous kids in Winnipeg who were a part of different programs in which they were guided through how to enhance their skills concerning dance, concerning creating songs, creating also becoming MCs. So another person that I also want to shout out that I am going to shout out later is one of my cousins. So my cousin Les Boogie the Beat Belanger. He's a music producer and he produced music for so many Indigenous artists, so many Indigenous MCs. But we grew up on hip hop, and it was an outlet, and it was also a gateway to a lot of good feelings and a lot of opportunities for us. So I really want to acknowledge all of the all of the people that I grew up with in Winnipeg who really embraced that art form of hip hop dance, hip hop MC, and creating hip hop music.
Wow, so cool. And as it happens, Boogie the Beat's new album is on CKUA's chart. So we definitely got to take a
Oh, that's so
listen to that.
awesome.
Yeah, that's so great. Tiger, what about you? What is it about hip hop dance for you that, heals the self and maybe even the community?
Well, For my journey, I started dance pretty late. I think I started around 2016, 2017. So I was around 16 years old. And so around this time, I was really in a really bad spot with my mental health, and I was pretty depressed about how I was going through my day-to-day life. And so what happened is that I remember just one day that I was like surfing on YouTube, and I came across one of these dance videos of Anthony Lee. He's a isolation dancer, and I remember even though I was in like my darkest spot where it was like hard to like laugh and smile and all that stuff, but I started watching his videos, and I don't know what it was, but watching those videos, it brought some sort of like joy to me. And then from there on, I started to explore this dimension of dance. And from there, I was able to really express my emotions in a really healthy way. And I was able to not bottle up my feelings anymore, but have it be expressed in a space that feels like I can just let everything go. And so that's why dance is so special to me. And so it's healing because when you're dancing, you're using your whole body. And when you have these emotions, it's embedded in everything that you do, whether you're active and or whatever, but it's in your whole body. And so when you have those emotions and you're dancing and you like fling your arm outwards, it's like you're flinging those emotions away from you. That's how I view it, and that's how I feel it. And so that's why I feel like dance is such a healing opportunity. I'm so grateful that I'm able to provide that not only to the dance community but also to the Indigenous community. But yeah, that's kind of my quick summary of why dance is so important to me.
That's so beautiful. And it's so brilliant that you are able to introduce new people, even maybe people who are, let's say, less than accomplished on the dance floor, such as myself, to the joys of hip hop dance. That's tonight at 6 p.m. Danni Okemaw and Tiger Bellerose, founders of Indigenous led grassroots dance collective Nimihtotân. They'll be facilitating the Art Gallery of Alberta's free intro to hip hop as part of the AGA's Dance Party exhibition. Admission is free and all are welcome, though advanced registration is required. You can find out all about it at youraga.ca. And hey, let's dance, right? Tiger and Danni, I think you each have a musical selection in mind that maybe we should press play on right now.
Yeah, so I'll go first. I want to select my cousin Boogie the Beat single. It's called Higher, and it's with Sebastian Gaskin. I'm really proud of him, really proud of his journey. And yeah, thank you.
Awesome. What about you, Tiger?
The song that I've chosen is by it actually just released yesterday, July 26th. And so it's by Kayla Cardinal, Over Before It Began.
Oh,
And a little
wow.
fun fact is that me and some Nimihtotân members, we actually did a part of like a little dance segment for the music video of this song. And so I'm really happy to see that it's now released, and it's a really good song, and I love it so much.
Wow, that's so exciting. Oh, I can't wait for this. So let's hear Boogie the Beat and then Kaylee Cardinal. Tiger and Danni, thank you so much for this. This has been such a joy.